I want to talk about how to answer this question. What are you looking for in your next role? It's a tough question. A lot of bad stuff can happen to you. Okay, so I want to talk about that. Not why do you want to work here? Do you like this position? None of that stuff. It's what are you looking for in your next role? Now, this particular question it's rough for you. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you the mistakes I think people make, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I would want you to approach it so that you score on it. Number one, it's a yes or no question, not you're going to respond yes or no. Every time an employer asks you a question or an interviewer asks you a question, you need to understand their motivation. You need to understand what they're going to do with your response. I'm the recruiter. I'm the HR person. I'm the hiring official. I'm one of those three people are going to ask that question, right? It's not going to be somebody who's screening you technically or for your domain expertise or an internal customer or a peer or whatever. They're not going to be asking you that question. But those three types of people might, not always, but might. What do they want to know? Does this person who's interviewing for the job, are they interested in the role they're interviewing for? Right? They're looking to check a box. Yes, they are. No, they're not. All right. And when they do that, what does that mean for you? Well, the yes, they are is presumed, right? You're sitting there, right? If you have a job description like you will in 90% of the cases, so you'll have some inkling of what you're interviewing for, you're already saying, I'm good with this, generally. Okay. These are the assumption we're going to make. And their assumption is you're good with it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have applied or boss hunted or gotten an internal referral or whatever, right? Okay, so you're not going to get any more points for solidifying that you're okay with that role or want that role. But now they're looking for, well, is there any inconsistency? Does the person not really like the sales aspect of this role, or maybe they don't want to work in this technology or whatever, right? So you get this. Well, then you're going to lose points. So that's bad. So the second part of this is you generally make mistakes because the way the question is phrased is what are you looking for in your next role? And the minute you get a question like that, you feel it's okay to start talking about what you want. And we don't want to do that. Under no circumstances do I ever want you to answer this question with any level of specificity because only bad stuff can happen. The best stuff that can happen to you is you answer it specifically and it touches all the points that this employer is looking for that matches with the job description or whatever idea they have in their head of what function you're going to perform. All you've done there is just confirm something that they already assumed. Okay, and the only thing is the more specific you are, the greater the likelihood that you will actually say something that doesn't align to what's there. So you only have two goals. Two goals when you get this question. Get it over with as fast as possible. And the second part of your goal, number two, is the same goal you have that I've tried to drill in your head for any interview question you ever get and any question you ask is what? Sell yourself, right? And you're probably thinking, Andy, hey, how am I going to sell myself when they're asking me what I want? Well, I'm going to tell you. And not only do I want you to sell yourself, but I want you to do it 6 times. I want you to show them you're a team player. I want you to show them that you have the experience they want. I want you to show them that you have the skill sets to crush that role, that you have a perfectly dialed in perspective, that you genuinely care about your customers benefiting. And your customers don't need to be your company's customers. It could be some internal group that you're supporting. And that the last thing I want you to do, number 6, is to show them that if I'm not right for this role, I'm right for your company and in for some other role. Okay? So we're going to be able to do those 6 things. And if you're wondering how I'm going to do that, I'm going to show you because I'm going to pull up the actual script I want you to use. All right? Now, what are you looking for in your next role? So we don't want to be specific. What we want to do is we want to talk about how you're a team player and you're a big picture thinker. What's that look like? What's the Andyism? You join a company, you don't join a job, right? If you join the right company, you don't have the job you joined for very long, and I mean that in a good way, right? So you start out with, it starts with the company I join. Okay, this is like first and foremost. The reason I'm interviewing with you is because I'm looking for a company who. Boom. Just insert a couple of things that are very specific to them. Now, you might be getting this question after they've asked you, why do you want to work here? Right? Why us? Why this company? And that's okay. Then just echo what you said previously and just say, as I mentioned before, I'm interviewing with you because you're this, that, and the other thing, right? As I just said a few minutes ago. But if they haven't asked that question, this is a great way to slip that in, okay? All right, I'm a big picture thinker. I'm a team player. As far as a role that would make me happy, or as far as what I'm looking for in a role or whatever, I'm looking for one. Why do I have yellow on the word one? Because it's vague and it's not specific, and I don't want you to talk about a function, a title, or some name of something that's specific. I want you to be general. I'm looking for one where I can what? Add value. Using my what experience? Experience with. Experience building customer service systems. Experience establishing marketing teams. Experience working with these solutions, okay? And whatever skills. List them out real quick. Couple, three. You're in sell mode, okay? You're in sell mode. I got the experience you're looking for. I got the skills. They might have read your resume. They might not have. They might have read it 2 minutes before you got in there. They may have studied it the day before. It doesn't matter. Say it again. Keep reminding them that you have what they're looking for, okay? And to help what? Who are your beneficiaries? To help our customers who are calling into the support line, to help the internal team that I'm going to be building the system for accomplish whatever it is that you want them to accomplish. And even if you're not exactly certain of all this, you can speak in a trajectory that aligns to, for all intents and purposes, what you're going to be doing. Okay? And then cap it off with, to me, it's not about the title as much as it is about the impact. If I have major impact and the company does well, the rest of the stuff will be there. Okay? So now what you're doing is sell, 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 sell. I just told you I want to join your company. I just told you I have these skills, this experience. My focus and all I care about is adding value, right? I'm not overly concerned about title. I don't care if you are. Just say this in the beginning. They will love you. Okay? So this is really, really important. And if for those of you that follow my work, one of the other things that you will notice is this is common and consistent tutelage from me, right? This is generally what I teach when you get asked futuristic questions. What are you looking for? I have a video out there, and where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, the where do you see yourself in 5 years? That video is a great one for you to check out because it's the same kind of, here's the trajectory I intend to be on 5 years from now. I don't know what I'm going to be called. Right? But I know I'm going to be operating in a capacity where I'm able to do this, that, and the other thing. It's the same kind of response. Anytime you get put into prediction mode, and which this question is a prediction mode question, you need to talk trajectory, not specifics. The more specific you are, the greater the likelihood you get bounced or they don't think that they can satiate those specifics. The other video that I have out there that I think really goes pretty nicely with this one is how to describe yourself in one sentence. The elevator pitch video that I put out, 5 years ago or so. So I want you to check that one out too. So I just want to recap it real quick. When it comes to what are you looking for, in the next role? It starts with the company I joined, the reason I'm interviewing with you. As far as a role that would make me happy, I'm looking for one where I can add value using my experience with, along with my whatever skills, list them out, to help whomever do whatever, right? It's not about the title. It's about the impact, okay? So this is going to live up here. You can snapshot that, screenshot that, and all that good stuff. And if you liked that little segment, click the thumbs up button. Please share this. People need help. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel because you know it hurts me when you don't get my weekly stuff. Okay. Again, if you're here with me live, we're going to the chat. And if you're watching this on the recording, I'll see you next week.